What's up, everyone? We're here with my deck profile from the Core TCG event.
Yeah, you finally got a win, guys.
I finally got a win. Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
I played King Cold, of course. This is my third deck profile on it, so I hope you guys know what the leader does by now. Play it, play this. Fields reduced by 1. You can take a life, draw a card, awaken at 4. Backside, crack field, 10k. Fields dual reduced, only draw a card. Great stuff. Field a card, great. I have multiple fields. They all have unique. Brandon token. He stops all the important attacks. He does what he has to do.
Rest in peace, Brandon.
He dies a lot, but he comes in clutch.
Yeah.
So just going to the field package, I run 2 Unstoppable Invasion. I'll do a big spread of the deck. It's all good. 2 Unstoppable Invasion gives leader 10,000 power and double strike, and I can take a life if I want to. And then when it's removed, I take a marker off of Unison, which is super important because we're kind of just in Mega Unison format. And then we have Terrified Realization. Has no removal effect, but when I play, I can take a life, draw a card, and then all my Frieza clans gain additional 5k power during my turn if I have 4 fields. So my boss monsters are 30k, my 4 drops at 25k, and my Frieza counterplays at 15k, which is super relevant.
That's so disrespectful.
It really is. It comes in the clutch so many times. Then we have 4 Onslaught. Technically the quote-unquote worst one because you only resolve like 1 and then 2 if you play like your 4-drop. But you draw a card and then summon a 2 or less Frieza clan or Frieza army, and then but your Friezas are reduced, so they go to 4, and you summon. This is berry blue on turn 2, hopefully. And then when a different field card's removed, kills a 2 or less. And then the best card in the deck, New Ruler, not limited to 1. Yeah, I know, right? When it's played, you can take 1 life, and then you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and you grab any mono green card among them to your hand. Very important to do 1 at a time and not just look at the top 3, because if your top card is a super combo, you just take it every time almost, unless you have to get something specific to go for game. But that you're always going to do that, because if you look at the second card and it's also a super combo, you're now just shoving a super combo to the bottom of your deck, and unless you bury blue, you're not going to see it ever again.
True.
And then more extra cards. 2 Dormant. I feel like Dormant, this format's not really like, oh, I feel like I'm super going to die this turn. It's just like, I want to protect my Unison, so I'm going to give you 2 attacks. But still a great card. And then 3 Brandon Summoner. Summons Brandon. He blocks attacks for you and then negates attack. He puts in work. And then, of course, best negate for the deck is Royal Supremacy. It's literally just free on turn 2. Kill up to 3, which is super relevant. I paid a Gogeta Xeno, and I killed 5 cards on his turn.
Gross.
Speaking of killing cards on your turn, Frieza.
Gross.
Kills a 7 or less, counterplay when you have a Unison. King Vegeta. Uptick, you play a field. Downtick was actually super relevant. I think I did like 3 times across the day, just to like clear my opponent's board. -3, gain triple strike, which is more just the threat. When he gets above like 4 markers, he now just eats in a negate every single time on your opponent's turn, because you're going to swing, and if they don't negate, you can go for game, and then if not, they're just going to eat a negate every turn, so you just take that exchange. And then some 1-drops. We got 2 Paragus. He's actually super relevant versus blue, because you're able to keep up your hand, because they usually don't have removal for cards until like maybe like 4, like Mass Sand, stuff like that, so I don't have easy access to this guy. So he's going to draw you a card every turn, and then in combination with Berry Blue, you're just going to hard draw every turn, so you're going to get ahead. And then also for Unison removal, being able to remove this before attacking with anything, and then take markers off, then like Berry Blue revive it, swing with Leader. You really get around like cards like the Boo Unison. You can like take it down to 1 marker without attacking with a battle card. And then for Berry Blue, searches top 7 for a field or a Unison, and then cycles fields from the grave.
If you guys ever fight this deck, that's enemy number 1.
Yes. When I have both these on board, people think, and they're like, oh, which one do I kill? And I'm like, please pick Paragus. Please pick Paragus.
Always gotta kill the Berry Blue.
Yeah. She's just draw 8 for 1 mana every turn. Super combo. Technically, you can play it off your field. Never happens, but technically you can do it, just in case.
Cheeky.
We run 2 Fused Zamasu, Deity's Wrath, the MVP of the entire day. I think just about every game I played, I think only didn't summon him once all day. He just wins game because he discards a card on attack. It's best of 1, so not everyone's maining Deborah. And then they either negate the attack, which is another card in the hand, they use a super combo, or they have to take a damage or go -2. So this card just rips Ethan Eats hands. 2 5-drop, the best boss monster in the deck. Double strike, basically dual attack, but you swing, hope almost for 30 power if you have 4 fields. Swing for 30, activate main, restand it, place any card in the drop area ignoring barrier, so it doesn't KO, which is actually really relevant. You place it so you get around some card effects. And then you snipe a random card from their hand, which is super important because you just take their secret rares. Just get good and take their secret rares.
I feel like I've been shot by that one.
I know that everyone has, really. Travis, you, anyone playing Kai's secret, I just love because I get to take it. But yeah, and he just puts way too much pressure on free removal, and he's only 3 energy. 2 4-drop. I have a love-hate relationship with this card because technically you just want to play this off Onslaught only, and you're only going to resolve like Onslaught once or twice. You just want to do New Ruler every turn with Berry Blue, but you can get this off. This just is really just for usually clapbacks. Like if I face an aggro deck, if I like use a Homicidal, I can go into my turn 2 if I did New Ruler on 1, play my Unison, and then also play this. So then I have basically a 15k attack, 2 20k attacks, and then a 25 leader, and then hopefully another field card. So I can just easily clap back on boards and stuff like that. 1 5-drop Gohan. He is for removal, basically, for 2 energy. So a lot of times when you go down to 2 in this deck, people will try to put like 2 energy left. People will Kai during your turn, thinking because you can't cast this card, and then Frieza doesn't hit it because that's the main source of removal. And then you're able to sack them with this and just slap 2 on the board and kill it. You're usually going to operate at 3 because you're almost always going to Homicidal from 5 to 4 and then 4 to 3. But yeah, he just comes in way too clutch, and he's also a perfect 5-drop for Zamasu because you just play it, swing double, sacrifice, play Zamasu. 1 Bardock, dual attack, self-explanatory. 1 double strike, give double strike. The Kai secret rare, which was honestly amazing. I played against Hachiak and I stole their Bardock, and then I won that turn, but I was scared of Gogeta on the clapback in case I didn't kill him, so I just went, okay, -1 your Unison, you can't, or -2 it, you cannot attack me unless you warp a card from your hand. I stole an Agent Instructions Boo Unison, and I spun his cards. This honestly thing, and just the activate battle. Also, it has another effect. It's Baby Hachiak for green, basically. They can't attack battle cards. It's honestly broken. And then my best of 1 package for the day, I ran 2 Koitsukai. People like to play stuff during your turn. Blue with the Galactic Buster engine. Not really Bojack, because like, but I feel like Bojack's almost gone away. It's just all about the 4-drop Bojack. That card's honestly gross. Just being able to spin my cards during my turn. So he kind of scares me away from swinging with this. So then if I have Koitsukai, I'll actually take the risk and swing with it because they're less likely to do it. But any Floodgate negates, any green decks with Bupo or Frieza, stuff like that. So it's just self-explanatory, really good. Green decks usually just lose to whoever has the most hand destruction in the green mirrors. So I made 3 Draw Ape. Technically, it's not the worst versus blue, too. Because if they manage to get rid of your Bear Blue, you can kind of keep up with the draws. And it's just the perfect... These cards are perfect to discard off New Ruler. There is a lot of non-green cards in the deck now, so you have to be careful. And then the 1-of Spicy card, believe it or not, is a 5-drop Majin Buu. This is also specifically for the mirror match. So this card being played against King Cold absolutely sucks because it actually wipes out all of your field cards, including the big field. This affects both players. So basically, you'll have to, in the mirror match, you'll just use all of your free negates super early and just negate all their attacks, stop all their attacks, and then try to force them not to. And then when you play this card, you turn off this negate for the rest of the game unless they pay 2 energy. It's also hand destruction. Green, they can't really remove it without KOing it. And if you KO it, it comes right back and discards 2 cards from their hand and wipes their board again. And then he has a topo effect of when he's in rest mode. So really, identically, the only card that actually gets around this in green is this 5-drop Frieza. But it's really good. It was a fun best of 1 card. I never summoned it because there's always better lines of play, and I also didn't face a mirror. But this is my best of 1 deck. I finally got my first place. It doesn't count. But I had a great time. It was awesome. Shout out to everybody I played. Sublet, we had a great finals game. Very intense. Zamasu was the MVP of the deck yesterday. But I definitely think it's the best green deck in the game. Gotenks is a strong second. But we're definitely going to a blue format, so I feel like these hand destruction cards and then deflect is extremely good. But that's going to be it. I'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Later.